Hello, my darlings. I had some cough medicine, so hopefully we can get through this recording without me doing an impression of a dying swan. Sorry. I just want to really discuss with you today the comments and when you get nasty comments and things like that. And I'd just like to say thank you so much to everyone that's reached out to me and has been so positive and so kind. It's really lovely. And I do appreciate your support because it's not easy starting a YouTube channel. And I don't know what possesses some people to be the way they are. But you have shown me that there are good people out there like yourselves, and you are appreciated, my darlings. And I do feel comforted by your very kind messages. It was very sweet of you. And you didn't have to, but you did, and you made a fairy smile. And I like that. Thank you very much. As we say in this house, less haters, more potatoes. Yeah. And that's how life should be, because we all like spuds, don't we? Whether they come in chippy form or mashed potatoes. Yeah. Anyway, enough of that. But thank you so much for being so kind. Oh, here it comes. Can't stop it. Try not to cough. I really will. Anyway, back to starting our YouTube channel. Well, it's not as easy as it looks. It's actually quite nerve-wracking. And I take my hat off to anyone who decides that they're going to do YouTube as a hobby or as a new business. I am treating it as a new business. I started with absolutely nothing, which is how I start all my businesses up. I never go into anything with anything. I start from scratch. Yeah, with me so far? Good. Um, yeah, starting a business, starting a YouTube channel, they're exactly the same for me. Or are they? I'm learning so much in YouTube that I never thought I could possibly do. I've been worried about editing and doing thumbnails and voice recording and getting the volume right and making sure that my audio's being picked up, remembering the subjects that I need to talk about, everything that, photographs that you would need for a thumbnail, remembering to say please like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I always forget to say that at the end. There's so much that goes into making a video that you don't realise until you actually sit down and make a video. And when I do a book review, I like to have, which I've just literally done for Alan Aspinall, those are my crib notes. And then on my phone, I'll have the novel if it's in a Kindle form, or I'll actually have physically got a copy of the book, of which, I'll stick book notes and bookmarks in, so I can remember to read out certain sections, which are the scary bits, the juicy bits, the adventurous bits, everything. Who doesn't love a good adventure story? Something to get completely lost in and then come back down to earth. And then you can pick it up later and get lost in it again. That's what I love about reading. It's escapism. Escapism for the mind, escapism for the soul. And sometimes you need that in your life. Let's face it, life is hard enough. And, learning something new like YouTube is mind-blowing for me. I thought I was over the hill. I'm nearly 50, I'm 48 years old, and I thought, girl, you are too old to learn something new. Oh, how wrong I was. And how much fun am I having? Oh, I can't tell you. It's brilliant. I love it. My enthusiasm for learning something new. I may forget what the kids are called, but I learned how to use YouTube. It's all right, kids. I promise you, Mummy won't remember. She won't forget who you are. I am absolutely loving it. And there's so many things that I'm learning. And one thing I'm learning is the business side of YouTube. Now, I'm creeping my way along. I'm heading towards 500 subscribers. I know, small potatoes. Yes, potatoes again. That's, you notice that. I know it's very small amount of subscribers. However, thank you very much, my darlings. You are supporting me and you're supporting Monty and you're supporting my family. And well, Monty is my family. My girls, my husband, they are my world. And we are heading towards 500 subscribers. Thank you very much. We physically can't monetize this channel yet, but we're too busy learning all the things that are going through that patience will get there. It's a marathon, not a sprint, right? Excuse me. Oh, get rid of this cold. So annoying. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Eventually we'll get to 1,000 subscribers. Eventually we'll get to 4,000 hours. I'm not going to get monetized at that point. I will at some point in the future. But while we are all on this adventure, watching the fairy as she grows and watching her as she starts to navigate the business side of things, I'm going to take you along with me because it's a fascinating process. Anybody setting up a business, it's a fascinating process. I always say, if you're going to do a business, set it up when there is a recession, right? And I'll tell you for why. It's the craziest thing. And most people would say, never set a business up during a recession or a depression. I say, you're wrong. If you can survive a recession, depression, if you can survive that while you're getting going with nothing, then you can make it anytime. And a lot of it, setting up a business, is having confidence in yourself. The biggest thing that will go in your mind starting a business is, who will pay me on Friday? And if your immediate answer, yourself, if that isn't your answer, you're not ready to work for yourself just yet, right? Because that is the only answer. Who will pay me on Friday? I will pay me on Friday. And that's how it is. When you start a business, you've got nothing. You've got your blank piece of paper, which I keep talking about. You've got your pencil, yeah, and you have your eraser, right? And as you're going along, and believe me, you'll be flying at this point. You'll be writing down your ideas. Remember, a business plan is a wish list of all the things that you want your business to do for you. So if you want to get paid on Friday, it's a wish at first. Yeah, sometimes you don't get paid on the Friday. Another thing, before you start a business up, have 6 months worth of money stuffed to one side. I don't care how you do it, right? You stuff that behind you, right? So that you can still exist. You can still buy food. Food's very important. Starving to death is not recommended. Really isn't. So make sure you have that money behind you. It can pay for your food. It can pay your bills. Remember, William, who lives in your house, Billy boy, Bill, he needs paying every month. And if Bill does not get paid, Bill will be very angry. He'll probably turn into Kill Bill. There you go. So you need to have your cash set aside for that. If you've got that bit secured, this bit is a little less terrifying. Remember, we are not meant to live in a constant state of stress. It messes with our minds, it messes with our hearts, right? My heart's here, but it's opposite way around. Weird, but there we are. If you're living in a constant state of stress permanently, you'll go gaga. You really will. Trust me, I have lived in a certain terrible state of stress. I have witnessed my husband have a heart attack. I have lost our only son. We've lost the family business. We nearly lost the house. We lost the car. And when something like that is going bang, 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 and it's simultaneous, it's not just one thing, it's all at the same time. Believe me, I'm surprised I ain't on the funny farm with a nice little jacket that buckles up the back. However, I'm not, I'm here. And I am doing the ultimate challenge for me is starting a new business. I'm starting a new business through YouTube. And it's just amazing. There are so many new things that I am learning. Like I said, editing. Yeah, I'm using Clipchamp. There must be a better one out there that can help. I'm also looking for a better product that can do thumbnails, because, it'd be nice to have a fun thumbnail, wouldn't it? I'd like to work on getting a decent camera that I can take with me so that when I go off in my little adventures, I can take you with me and I can say, aren't we having all of us having a fun time? Wouldn't that be good? And so I can pick up better video footage of Monty and, do stuff round the house. Gosh, that would be fun, wouldn't it? And getting to know you guys. Yeah, that's another thing that I'm learning to do through YouTube, through the comments section. There is literally, the sky is the limit for learning stuff on YouTube. And just because I'm over 40, I put myself in the scrap heap. I thought I wasn't, hip, clever enough to be able to do this, but I have surprised myself. I have surpassed what I thought I could properly retain as knowledge. And that brings me to another thing. Life experience. Boy, I think it's Bob Seger. One of his songs was, I wish I didn't know now what I didn't know then. Life has taught me so many lessons. Some of my schooling has been a little brutal. They do say the beatings will continue until morale improves. Morale did improve, but the beatings continued. I have learned things in life that I didn't think I would need to learn. And most of it is about people. And I have made some wonderful, wonderful friends as I have gone through my life here on planet Earth. I've had beautiful children. I've met the love of my life. He's still with me. Although at one point we thought he wouldn't be, but not today, Potato. He was not gonna die. I wasn't going to let him. He had too much living to do and he couldn't miss out. And his beautiful daughter's achievements. So keeping him alive, that was my mission. And it's 8 years since he had a heart attack. And there's not a day goes by that I don't thank the Lord for the guy that they sent to save him. And he has remained a friend of this family, and he will do forevermore. He's a wonderful doctor. But I won't say his name because I don't want him. He is a very private man. Yeah, he's a wonderful doctor. And so thank you to him. My husband is still here. And things like that are all life lessons that I can bring to YouTube. I can talk to anyone about what it felt like to go through something like that, a heart attack with your partner. The sudden thought of being a widow at the age of 40 was not something that I had ever planned for. When you're just turning 40, you're literally 39 the day before, then you turn 40, and the day after that your husband has a heart attack. What a birthday. And that's a life experience that I can talk to you about. Other life experience I can talk to you about is losing a business, what it feels like to have to walk away from a business, what it feels like to create a business, what it feels like to have pressure and nearly lose your house. Yeah, I can talk about that. All those life experiences are there. And they will come out as stories as I go along through my YouTube channel, learning about it, talking to you guys about it. I'm not embarrassed and I'm not ashamed of what's happened to me through the years. I just take it as that's what I had to go through at that particular time. I trusted people foolishly, shouldn't have. I survived. I'm here. I'm still me, a little bruised, a little battered. They do say Japanese pottery, if it's damaged, they put a ribbon of gold through it. Not because, excuse me, they wanted to try and make it beautiful and perfect, because it can't be, because it's broken. But the imperfections are what is the beauty. And I'd like to think there are little streams of gold running through me on the broken bits, the damaged bits. It doesn't mean that I'm any less of a woman, and it doesn't mean I'm any less of a person. It just means that those are the broken bits, but they're held together by gold and fairy wishes and magic. And I'm still here. The earth hasn't managed to fling me off yet. And to my enemies out there, the fact that I'm still around and doing something new must be really rankling you. So, well done. Every time you do something, every time you come at me, every time you attack me, you are showing me your hand. And you're showing me your next move. Thanks. Keep it up. You're great for entertainment. And it also helps me to plan my next move, which is usually getting out your way. There we are. So, yeah. So, YouTube, isn't it just the most fantastic thing in the world? Learning your editing and learning how to run the business side of things, which it's a slow process for me, but YouTube are helping by they put me on something that's called you can apply now to be monetized, and then they'll get back in touch with you when you're getting closer to your goal. I think that's really, really helpful, and it's certainly keeping me on track. So every single day I get to go in to my page and see where I am with subscribers and see where I am with hours, and then work on that to, increase the hours. And obviously, the only way I can increase the hours is by creating more videos and people watching the videos. It's a self-fulfilling thing, really, isn't it? You're obviously enjoying what I'm creating, or else you wouldn't be here and you wouldn't be coming to watch me. And that's another thing that I'd say to other people that are wanting to start YouTube, but they're a little bit afraid. Practice, video, run it back, make notes, decide if you think it's good, bad. Are you ready to launch? The day that you do launch, it's going to be the most amazing thing you'll ever do in your life, and the most exciting thing, guarantee. Also the most nerve-wracking, because if nobody watches it, oh, but my darlings, they will, because everybody is interested in everybody else. And pick your core subject that you want to talk about. I mean, for me, it's books, Monty, the house, little day trips out, family. All those things make me. And that's what I'm bringing to my channel. And you'll have your subject that you're going to think, nobody would ever be interested in this. No, don't tell yourselves things like that. Everybody's going to be interested in it, because if you're interested in it, there'll be somebody out there that's also interested in what you do, and they'll come to you for advice. They'll come to you for knowledge. And that's one of the other wonderful things of getting older. Not everybody gets to do that, by the way. So getting older is a privilege. And learning as we go along is a privilege. Life experiences. There are people in their 20s that come to people who are older than them for advice. And you might think, oh, I've got no life experience. Yes, you do. You wouldn't have got to the age of 48, 50, 58, whatever, without some street smarts. You don't just suddenly like, plop, here I am. Oh, how did I get here? You got here because you knew how to navigate life. Navigating life is probably the hardest thing you will ever do, ever, right? You're getting towards the age where you're going to leave home, right? And you're with your partner and you're getting ready to launch, okay, into the big wide world. Suddenly there's all these things that you need to adult, like paying Billy boy. Yeah, he comes round every month, like I said before. You've got to learn to drive so you can get a license, so you can get out there into the big wide world. If you're like me, I have tried to learn to drive. Do you know what? Give me a Sherman tank, I'll be down the road any day, right? I'm not joking. If you see me on the road, people, something's clearly gone very wrong. And if my husband's passed out at the side of me, that could be why. I don't think I was meant to drive. I was meant to ride a horse. I can ride a horse, not a problem. I think I was just born in the wrong century. There we are. If we'd have had the YouTube back in the wild, wild west, I'd have been sorted. I was not meant to learn to drive, but I am meant to do other things. I can do stuff, you know. Um, I can do things around the house. I can bake. I can do cooking. I can do baking. I can wash, iron, sew, cook, clean. I can run my own business as well as starting a new business with this. There are other things that I can do in life, but due to the nature of them, I ain't going to be discussing them on YouTube. It might get frowned upon. It's nothing bad. Trust me, nothing bad. But, there's all those things that if I can do them, you can do them. And you'll have an interesting subject, I'm sure, that you can talk about and people will find interesting and you'll be able to give advice on. Heck, if I can start this YouTube journey and start a YouTube channel, and turn it into a YouTube business, you can too, right? Just because I'm a mom show lady, it doesn't mean to say that I can't do it. And I'm just excited for the journey. I'm excited that YouTube are monitoring everything that I do and that they're keeping account of all the subscribers that I'm getting and all the hours that people are watching. And eventually we are going to turn this into a monetized channel. And you're going to follow me on that journey. And I'm going to be able to give you every week, I'm going to give you a status update of where I am with hours and where I am with, subscribers. So at the moment, on the 1st of August, let's see, we are at, oh, right, no, it does it from the 27th of July. So we're 5 days behind. Right, so that must be how YouTube does it. So on the 27th of July, and we haven't time travelled, I had 407 subscribers, 3 video uploads, 420 public watch hours, and 114,000 public short views. And at the moment, we are concentrating on getting to 500 followers, subscribers, 3,000 watched hours, and or 3 million public short views. After we've reached these goals, we will be concentrating on getting to 1,000 YouTube subscribers and 4,000 watched video hours or 10 million public short views. I have absolutely no idea if we're going to get there, but won't it be a fun and exciting way to find out? So every sort of day that I can, I will be able to give you an update on where we are subscriber wise and where we are hours wise and what YouTube are doing in order to help me get monetized. Because that is the aim of this channel, is to get up there and see if we can do it as a business. Remember, I came into this with absolutely nothing. I had nothing to lose and everything to gain, and you do too. And I know if I can do it, you can do it. So why don't you tell me about your YouTube adventures and let me know how you get on? So I will say what I always do, because we're getting almost a half an hour of chatting with you, is please like and subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And the more thumbs up you give, it works with the algorithm. And so that works with all the other videos that I've done. And it's all incredibly exciting, isn't it? And if like I say, if I can do this, I know you can do this as well. So come along with me on this amazing adventure. Take care, my darlings. Please like and subscribe. Please give me a thumbs up. And let's see where this adventure takes us. Bye bye, my darlings.